Welcome back, traders, to another episode of xauusd trading strategy, weekly highs and lows technical analysis video. We're going to pick up from the video that I did a few days ago, okay? And we're going to talk about some of the moves that I made, what happened in those trades, right? And what I'm doing now. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. So if these things are out of the way, we're going to get into the analysis as to what I am currently doing now, what I did before, and where I think market is going to go, let's say between now and tomorrow. Okay, you'll be getting another video on gold on Saturday anyway, so we can just do the weekly roundup in regards to what has taken place, advantages and all that cool stuff, right? Just to recap it all, right? So last week I had a trade on the Tuesday. I rolled it all the way up to the top, okay? Then I got a bit worried due to how price was moving in the market, so I manually closed that position. And then I took on the sell, and then that went bad, okay? Then up here I put in another buy. It was good for the most part, and then it came down and then took me out, right? So it took me out at this level right here where my stop was hit, okay? And then that was that. Now today, what I then did was, was I watched the market for a bit, and I was like, you know what? It's pulled back enough. Let me join it again. So now I'm in another buy position up here, okay? And another thing I also wanted to share with you guys as well, especially in regards to lot sizes and risk management. Although I've taken a loss selling down here, selling over here, right? And I've also taken a loss buying at this level because this stopped me out, all right? That still has not eaten into the profits that I had made on this journey upwards, right? So we're still relatively good in terms of the trades that, in terms of my overall management as to the lot sizes that I've done, how much I've gained, as well as how much I've lost. Now, even if I lose this trade up here, okay, it still wouldn't impact my gains in this area that much. It's going to be a little bit less than what I want it to be, but bottom line is we're still good for this week, right? We're still good. So with all of that covered, let's look at what we need to keep an eye out for, especially with Friday coming up. And we do have news on Friday as well. So that will be the US reverse consumer sentiment. That's coming up at 3 p.m. on the Friday. So for me, it's 3 p.m. GMT. Where you are, it could be slightly different, right? So these are the news that we're waiting for tomorrow, Friday the 25th. And these are the levels that I think we want to keep an eye on, okay, just to help us for the Friday. But in all fairness, if I was going to be in the game, I wouldn't really want to be doing anything on a Friday, in all fairness, just because it's either you get in a really early, right? You get in a really early, so we're talking the early hours of this morning, or you just let Friday just pass you by, and then you reassess everything and then prepare yourself for the Monday next week. But however, obviously you guys know best, you're in the market, so we leave that to you. So the levels of most interest to me, especially in preparation for tomorrow, are these two levels over here, okay? Because as it stands right now, in all honesty, I can't tell you if this is actually going to be the weekly high for this week, or if this is going to be the weekly low for this week, just based on the position that market is in right now. Now, this is what I think market is going to do. This is what I think is going to do. And if it pans out, it's going to be a little bit worrying for the trade that I'm in. But after looking at what I'm looking at right now, this is what I'm kind of seeing. Because I still think gold is bullish. I'm still bullish on gold, right? I'm still bullish on gold. But this is what I'm seeing right now in terms of what I think market could do. So market could do something like this, and then maybe push up, and then maybe push up, and then at which point we might get a new high on the Friday, or everything that happens that I've just drawn out here, we will get that in a reverse and it will go down that way instead. So let me just bring this down here. Let's just bring this down here, and it will go down this way instead. Okay, so these are the possible scenario, but however, the idea that I have that price is gonna go up, say, actually let's just, yeah, say maybe, let's just do it like this. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that price is gonna do something like this, right? Something like that. But however, let me just look to see if there is a more plausible location for price if it is to do this bounce. I hope it doesn't. I just hope it keeps going all the way up, in my opinion. But let's just have a quick look. Let's just have a quick look. Let me just see if there's anything here that will support an idea of price. Maybe. I can't really see anything. I can't really see anything that will support a push. But I do see something over here where price could actually come into, which is a bit of a worry for me, in my opinion. If I'm to be honest, this level over here is a bit of a worry for me. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, because obviously I'm buying, right? So I don't want price to come down here. But however, it can, and I've got to be mindful of it. Now, in regards to my trade that I have up here, it is important that I tell you where my stop is. So my stop for this trade, I didn't mention that earlier, so let's just put that in there. So my stop for this trade is about, so it's the low of today. The lowest point of today is where my stop is. So my stop is sitting right here. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. And I need price to keep pushing upwards. I need it to keep going, right? So my recommendation will be this. Moving forward for tomorrow, because we do have news, right? So between now and say 3 p.m. tomorrow, let's keep an eye out on these levels over here, right? Let's keep an eye out on these levels over here. So that would be 2758.64. And then we have down here 2708.94. Okay, so these are the two levels that I want to keep an eye on for tomorrow. Now, as it stands, I'm not going to call this as the weekly low, and I'm not going to call this as the weekly high, because of where price is currently sitting at the moment, right? And also, there's another thing going on in this area right now that we also need to be mindful of as well, all right? And in hindsight, I wish I hadn't of just noticed this just now, but I just did. So it doesn't actually help my cause. It actually makes me think that I might need to rethink my position that I'm in, because I might be facing the wrong way, okay? And what I mean by that is, as it stands, this is beginning to look a lot like a head and shoulders, right? This is beginning to look a lot like a head and shoulders, right? A lot like it. And I don't like it one bit, but it's beginning to look like that. And this particular shape basically gives me the impression that price is going to break downwards, okay? Where it is right now, it makes sense for price to break downwards. I hope price doesn't break downwards, but that's the kind of vibe I'm getting at the moment. It's making me feel like I'm facing in the wrong direction right now, right? So only time will tell in regards to that move. And also, look at this as well, right? So if I draw this, extend this level, if I can just move this out of the way, extend it across, this is it right here, we can see a very clear shoulder. That's it right here, a very clear shoulder that we can see. So this is not really filling me with a lot of confidence, if I'm to be honest with you, about what it is that I have going on right now. I might need to think about jumping out of this trade. I think I'm a little bit profitable. Let me just see how yeah, I'm a little bit profitable, like very, like it's a small amount. It's not even that much. It's not even that much, because I hopped on this one right here. This candle is the one I hopped on. So I think I might need to come out of this trade. It's really beginning to feel like I need to come out of this trade. Literally, I've just spotted this whole thing just now. as in the making of this video right now. I've just spotted it. So anyways, I will let you know on Saturday's video what I actually did, if I held it or if I jumped out. But it's beginning to look like I might need to leave this one, right? So key levels we want to be mindful of for tomorrow are these two right here. Once again, those levels are 275864. That's on the high side, and on the low side we're looking at 2708.94, right? If any of these levels are taken out, okay, due to the news tomorrow, I would say if you haven't already made a decision as to what side of the coin you're going to be on, even if this is taken out or this is taken out, I would say just stay out of it and then reassess everything again for the Monday. And in saying that, it's important I say this: I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. This is purely my opinion, okay? So with all that said and done, right about now, you should be seeing two videos. One on backtesting, and the other would be on the previous gold video to this one. So make sure you go check them all out. And with that covered, I will see you all on the next one.